if we keep putting everything on the wallets, the money, the bag, the this, the that, nobody won't date anybody. I'm just please. Let me come from somewhere. I'm coming from somewhere. Follow me on this trip. Now we've seen and we know that we've seen dynamics happen in and out of the norm, where it's the rich guy. Yeah. Again, we don't know their sources of income. We don't know.
Miscellaneous files.
So the rich guy gets the it girl. You know, sometimes it's the it girl that's putting herself for the it guys. You know, and they've been out of the norms or whatever, where the it girl goes for the basic guy. Settles. Personality differences. I said this in high school one time. There is one thing a girl is looking. There's one thing. The other, not even a girl. There is something everyone is looking for. The guy might just want a girl who gives him peace. Yeah. There are girls that might just want the funny guy who is laid back.
That's me.
We don't know about the wait. No. We've taken it. Let's take away the wall. Let's take away, like, there was something Monique had said, that everybody's chasing bag. Nobody's even looking at morals anymore. We're all looking at the bag. Oh, what he's wearing. If he's not wearing Fendi, all around. I'm not dating her. If her lace frontal is no HD. If she's wearing the lace frontal that has nets, she's not my girl. Yo, people are in different stages in life.
You are now listening to The Blacker the Berry, the sweeter the juice.
Let's record, I mean.
Your name now. You just say your name. What the So DX, and then you say I'm sure.
This nigga, you're like, you want the best of three worlds. You're scared. Now I understand why the girls are running away. Because all this time I've been thinking girls are crazy. Now it makes sense. Keyshawn.
There are people that are going through things, even as friends, that you don't know. So the only way they can even bring up their vulnerabilities to you is if they see you as genuine enough to bring those problems to you.
Okay. So my question now is, again, like I said, you are just like you're bubbling with energy every time. Well, for the most part, when I see you. So it's easy for people to say, okay, this guy seems like this guy, and I can have a conversation. But with someone like Doxa now, like you said all these nice things about him. Now that's not to say that they're not true. It's because when I first saw Doxa, obviously, I think our first interaction was on online Instagram.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Doxa didn't seem like a guy that was like, yo, like, yeah. Doxa doesn't give off, and that's because, and that's maybe because me, I'm a reserved person. Like, I think for me, it's like I'm reserved till I know who you are. I'm reserved. I am very reserved.
Do you know what's happening right now?
I'm very
This is
reserved.
all Spider-Man right now. Let me know that. No. Right now, this is all Spider-Man.
I'm reserved. I don't speak up. I don't speak unless spoken to.
You know, that's the real, because before I was quite loud before, but then I switched. So most time it's to the point where if I'm quiet, people are like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm okay. I'm fine."
Yeah, me.
They're like,
until I started this.
No, for you to be quiet, I'm like, nothing is going on. Sometimes I just want to, because you've known me that I'm bubbling, and sometimes I have a quiet time where I keep quiet and just stay in my my comfort, because my being bubbly, and I mean I would say this publicly, being bubbly was born out of something. Of course, I was telling somebody in my church that I need to write a book, because the past 8 years of living in Canada, I think if I write book, I'll be saying, well, if I write memoir,
bestseller.
Yes,
Michelle Obama will come. All the shaky I've seen in Winnipeg, if I write memoir.
Does that come from your extroverted energy? The fact that you're always like giving people a chance immediately.
But see, this is the thing. Okay. This is why I say the Spider-Man. Look, from even with me, I don't say my mind unless I'm told to. The only reason you see it now is because I have a platform.
Back in the day.
No, this is in general.
Because as a podcaster,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now I have a platform.
You viral.
No, I have to. After all I come here, I just sit down. But it's the same thing. Like, bro, there are situations where we're just quiet.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand why, or not even why. Just be quiet. There are times when me and he we're in the same room. We're just quiet.
Yeah, just quiet. Like,
and this is the funny thing is like, just because outside we're a bubbly person, that is my personality. But I'm a human being too. My battery dies.
they don't get that.
my battery dies, man.
My battery is constantly off.
Like, there are places that I'm in where you expect me to be, and I'm like, nah, I just want to sit. Like, I want to be minister to you. People talk, let me hear you. So like,
I think again, like
let me hear.
You say something is born out of something. Is like my thing has always been, I never assume the smartest person in the room. I was walking to learn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how like my quietness has always been. Like, I'll never be the first person to speak. Although, like, they say, oh, this guy's a comedian and MC, he talks to everybody. No, when I come inside, I'm just like,
I think we live reverse lives.
Yeah,
because growing up, it was to a point where one of our teachers had to call my mom and was. So again, like I said, there's a growth process. You would say something. I will correct you on the spot. Like, don't.
I've been told.
I will correct you. Like, don't say that or something. But with growth, I'm like, you know what? Say your man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm fighting. So the only time I will talk, and I won't talk in public, is if you're my friend, and I really don't want you to be embarrassed. I will pinch you on the side and be like, shh. Like, don't say anything. Before you go outside and say you know me, don't say. Don't be saying that.
No, I hear you.
But yeah.
And I think for me, even like starting the podcast was one of those things where I now didn't want to talk in certain places because I already talk on my podcast for 2-3 hours, and I'm like, I don't want to speak again outside of that space. But what I would ask you in terms of friendships are friendships versus like relationships. Which do you consider more important than, if you could? Now
hold on. Are we talking because when we say relationship, like lady?
Well, that's if that's what you subscribe to. If you're significant other.
No, what I'm saying is in everything is a relationship.
Yes.
Friendship itself is a relationship.
Yes. Exactly. So I meant like a romantic relationship.
We have to be friends first.
Okay.
I can't be in a romantic situation with someone that is not my friend.
Yeah.
So that means a friend can become a romantic partner.
A friend is definitely going to become the same. But there's no, like, when they say marry your best, there's a reason. If somebody is your friend, they've seen, like I said, you can't be like, I need to see your madness.
Why are you contemplating?
No, because I believe that. You can quote me if I'm wrong, but I believe that if I'm dating somebody, dating a lady, I don't believe I can tell her all my secrets.
No, that's the difference between dating and a relationship.
Pause. Now, this is my question to you.
What do you mean that's the difference between?
There's a difference between dating and a relationship.
Yeah. What together? Why boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah.
I can't still tell her all my secrets.
So you go get bestie outside. Ladies and gentlemen, gossip there for ladies and gentlemen.
Not necessarily.
But you see now, that is now something that we now have to tackle in terms of. I mean, like social media calls it. I don't call it that, but social media calls it toxic masculinity, right? Because you don't have you don't have a proper outlet yet.
Yeah.
That's why you feel that there's a need to
Pastor.
No, but I will tell my guy, like, if I like now if
okay, let me ask you one. Let me ask you one. If it happened,
right?
That
Auntie, just the echo.
Let me imagine this thing now. Let's imagine I mean, you get PR.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's imagine it happened that you were going to be deported from Canada.
Question: if I didn't have, will you cut it out?
So let's say now you're going to be deported from Canada.
Right.
Who is that? Do you have that one guy you
Yeah.
can just call and be like, Omo Yawadi, like you just want to vent, talk, bust it all out and be
Yeah,
like,
I do.
now, most often than not, right? I don't see why, and I have a couple people who are in marriages now. I mean, I know a few people
I think over marriage,
who their wives know their wives know their deepest, darkest secret, and that was born out of friendship first.
I want to ask you one question before you reply.
Yeah.
So when you say on the altar that two become one, and you say yes, what does that mean to you?
Two waiting.
Like, for better, for worse,
no,
for
become
poorer,
one.
blah 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 blah.
Two become one. What
is
does that mean to you? Two become one.
Two become one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no, sounds
Do
like a
you
movie.
believe in
the
it?
fear say she go use you?
Sounds like two become one. Sounds like the Matrix, bro. It's like, eh,
He was a 1 minute man in
Do you believe in that concept of two becoming one flesh?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Do you believe in it?
I believe, but like,
but
Okay, let's
it still doesn't. I believe.
Okay, let's just carry on with the question.
Yeah.
So, if you believe, so is that a yes? I want to solid
Yes,
answer.
yes,
It's a
yes.
yes. So now, if you're now one, are you keeping secrets from yourself?
Reverend Doctor,
I got junior pastor to you.
You just took metaphor and simile and brought it together.
No, but the truth is,
So this is my thing, right? I think it started with the fact that if I'm in a relationship with somebody, if we're not going to end up together, what's the point of?
wait.
That means we're talking about different things.
You are afraid.
Yes.
You are afraid of your secrets being out there. If peradventure if you get secret,
Yeah.
but why then are you in a relationship?
There are things that.
If you want to wait, if you want to, you can do it without being in a relationship.
Yeah,
but I feel
that's
if you
fine.
get into that is why again, when you stay in a pool of friends, you will know who is who.
Yeah.
I can tell you confidently that I have 2 female friends that, I mean, the only thing that remains for them is to see me naked. I'm just saying, that's how vulnerable we with each other.
Yeah.
The only thing that is left for them to do is to see me naked. And I've never heard anything I've ever shared with them outside. Right?
How long is that friendship? How long is that friendship?
It's not how long but how well. But then the friendship I think is about 3 years now. But people think we've known ourselves for like ages. Okay. And it happened after they almost killed me in this Canada. So people broke into my house and like beat me up. So like some people broke into my house, like stole shit. So that friendship started from there. Now, if you're in a pool of friends, you go know. There's no how you won't know. And everybody's always entering friendship with an agenda.
Yeah.
That's why. You enter friendship. I mean, if you check Bella Nigeria, there are people who be like, oh, I met him at the church. At first, it wouldn't work because we had an agenda. Or, we met at somebody's wedding. We met at a cousin's wedding. Oh, my mom knows his mom, knows their mom. Get into a friendship first.
Yeah.
Be friends with no expectations. Like, you and your siblings, you are siblings. Funny enough, you didn't even choose your siblings. It's God that gave you. Now you have the opportunity to pick friends.
Yeah.
By the time you start staying in a pool of friends, you would see friends who are garrulous. You see friends who keep to themselves. You see friends who check in on you. You see friends who do this, friends who do that. Then whatever way the relationship is going to go, like as everything is a relationship, whether romantic, platonic, whatever. Even people friends with benefit. FWB is a form of relationship, right? Polyamory is a form. Like there are so many relationships, right?
Yeah.
You would know who is who. Even I also have that question too. Like, They always ask people who are married. There's always people who are married for like 30. I'm like, how did you know that this person is the one? Did they ring bell that back down? This is your husband or this is your wife? How do you know? But in friendship, when you start off, you will know. Like you don't need to know. You don't need to like draw people to fake friends, real friends. No, you just see people who mean you well. See, I'm telling you, not be every like. Forget Insta baddies or everything you're seeing on social media. There are ladies who are still let me not say well behaved. I see people are not well built. There are ladies who are still have good heads on their shoulders. There are ladies who have good heads on their shoulders. There are people who still mean good. They are well brought up kids everywhere. So the fact that you've been traumatized by 1, 2, 3 relationships, or you have the fear of like your secrets being out there, then that's on them. Yeah. That's not on you. If I tell you my deep secret and you go out and tell somebody, that's on you. Like you're the shameless one, not me. Because I was vulnerable enough to trust you to tell you these things about me, but you felt it's worthy enough to land it on blogs or on whoever's ears that decides to listen. In that way, yes, I'll get it back. Like I mean, like when blood of Jesus, when Big Sis was on social media and like after her break, turned to DK, it was from a place of hurt. Poor lady was hurt. I kind of get, but sometimes I was like, he didn't need to be on social media though. We didn't need to know all of that. I get, but I don't get. But hey, everybody processes pain, hurt, anguish in different ways.
That's when social media is. There's no separation.
There's no separation between social media and reality, because everyone just goes to the court of public opinion. So, and you're not the only one. There's so many guys too in that puddle who are like, my fear is if I tell this babe, say, let me not even say in terms of cheating. Like even spouses who don't review their HIV status, spouses who don't even review like maybe they're guys who don't, maybe they're impotent or 1, 2, 3 things, or 1 minute man, 2 minutes man, those kind of things. It's shameful as men for those kind of gist to be had, especially when you have like this alpha male aura about you. Then your shortcomings become what keeps you like awake at night. So showing somebody that side of you, showing someone that side of you with fear that if we now break up, so this girl now is going to go and write book or go and tell
especially
people.
Especially if you're also like in the public eye.
It's scary. I'm not saying it's not scary.
What you have to remember is that in any I'm going to specify and say any romantic relationship, once the love is gone, it's friendship that keeps you going. And realistically speaking,
or money.
No.
I'm joking.
Let's say, for example, you and I are in a relationship, and you make me angry. Like there's nothing you've reached the peak of my anger. It's not my love for you that's going to make me actually say, okay, let's sit down and figure it out.
It's a friendship.
That respect, that foundation of friendship.
Can you still form that friendship within that romantic relationship, or it has to be one before the other?
I think you can form it.
No, it can form anytime, but he's saying,
how do you get romantically attached to someone without first knowing the person?
It's called love at first sight.
It's called love at first sight.
No, but since
isn't that infatuation? That's not love.
Yeah.
But
you can still you can still form the friendship in the romance.
Of course. I mean, there's like
it's based on how open you are. Because if you go into the romantic relationship and you're open to be together, you can learn things that will now make you become
piggybacking on what you
that.
said. Like I've been watching this thing, this show, Indian matchmaking. I
watched it too.
I want that to come and help me because I'm tired. But the thing is, in this relationship where you see like parents who were in arranged marriages, right? There was no love.
Yes.
It was friendship. So if you say in a romantic relationship, first of all, what is attracting me to you? You know, past boobs, nyash, hips. The first thing you see, you're infatuated by this person. But you've not seen the other things, whether can you tolerate someone that, as a guy, if you can't cook, are you okay with the lady who cannot cook? Are you? I'm asking.
Oh, I'm cool with it.
There's some men that cooking is like
It's a must.
It's a must.
Yeah.
So by the time they start seeing those things, they're like, I can't be romantic because the agenda is whoever I date is for wife material. Once you cannot cook, because they're like, okay, you friend zone.
But then
No matter how
that's where
pretty the girl.
the openness comes in. Because if you're attracted to her, and then you're
What
open.
attracted you in the first
No.
place?
This is what I'm saying.
Nah,
If you're starting the relationship based on attraction, right? You go into it based on attraction, but in your nature as a person,
For sure.
you are open and honest. Once you start showing the lack of cooking ability, because you're open and honest, you're able to adjust. Because it's the same with friendships. If you have a guy friend and you realize that he can't manage his money, does that end the friendship, or do you still find other things that you're like, cool, we're still friends with? Do you get what I'm saying? So that's the same with romance as well.
So what if, like, because I've seen this one kuro, but like I'm trying not to put it out there as much as I can. But what if, like, you're dating somebody romantically, and obviously you want to be open, but because there's sort of like a cultural barrier where it's like, as Nigerians, we understand certain types of hustle. Maybe you're a scammer, but this girl, you really like this girl, and you want to be with this person, but you know that if you tell her that you're a scammer,
Change your ways.
Don't you? I mean, you can. There are ways you can clean money.
Go and get it.
Excuse me. Excuse me. The baddest be in the business. Don't be scam. What was Jay-Z's work?
You're not wrong.
No, what was no? I'm asking. What was Jay-Z's work?
but if we're gonna look at
I
that,
mean, maybe not scamming, but hey.
Oh yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Even till today, but the
not
work is
wrong.
still there that he's doing backstage.
because it's like
Who's not trying to date anybody doing anything illegal?
You know what?
If you know that that's not what I'm on, it's not all how.
Yeah, leave me alone.
You two, the girl that's going, this lady where they say, we were shower where they read book. What's that? I mean, this easy lady. I mean, she's not the one that her husband made her doing
a shower business.
But when they started becoming serious, she don't talk and say, she has to turn down clients because she started liking this guy.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying
People
about
are not being vulnerable and really enough with like their hustle.
This is what I'm saying about the openness, and then also the two becoming one, right? And like when I'm saying, like, what you're talking about is dating. Dating and relationship is very, very different. Dating, you can't trust someone you don't know. Relationship is meant to be based on trust.
You know why we label need dating? Because we're labeling the dating, we've taken out the friendship from it.
No. See, hold on.
It's friendship.
No, hold on.
Everybody's saying dating. We don't give a label. That's why it looks so posh.
Let's not fly.
Remove the label. Remove the no. Let it be no name. Like we are friends.
Let's
we are
not fly.
friends. We are knowing.
getting to know each other.
Getting to know each other. It's friendship. Talking stage is still friendship. Getting to know each other is friendship. It's because people put a time limit that this talking stage is getting to 4 months. By the time, let's even say for people who realistically, like, their talking stage, this thing progresses to the altar and they get married. If they're going to post, you hear them say, we've been married for 9 years, but I've known you for 15 years.
Thank you. That's
because there was a talking stage leading, there was a friendship leading up to that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, for the context, because the thing is, like, for us, we can understand the whole idea of there is single and relationship, but because of the internet,
not the gray areas that lead.
This is what I'm saying. Because of the internet, you have to have categories. The categories are. This is why you have to specify. The categories are meant to be: you meet someone, you date that person, and you end up in a relationship. Those are the original categories before we entered all these other stuff. Now, when you're dating, right, you can date multiple people at the same time because you're still trying to find who you want to be in a relationship with. What's now happening is that because we're blurring the two, and also people are now able to.
I'm up for dating multiple. Like date, you are.
Why won't you be up for dating multiple?
No. I say I'm up for it. I know you're up for it. Feel when you are dating one person. Hello, I'm still fishing. It's only you.
This reason I feel like people have that mentality is because what they're referring to as dating isn't dating.
That's what I'm saying. Like the lines are blurred.
We're in a relationship, it's we're dating. So you mix the two together.
But I think
so now when somebody is actually saying we are dating, we are going on dates and getting.
I think people are dating and trying to ask for relationship benefits.
So
that's what's going on.
Give me hands. Bluetooth.
You are dating, but you are wanting my time. You are wanting my details. No, dear.
I'm sorry, Uncle. I'm still stuck on your point.
Which point?
This point about fraudsters.
That was.
Go and get the job.
No, I'm talking not. Forget the fraud stuff. Think of fraud. That example you gave. Think of that as a thing you have or you want to do.
Right.
That you know this girl is not about. For example,
but she's enjoying the benefits.
No.
Did she know where the money's coming from?
No. Like that's what I'm saying. Forget fraud. Like that was just your example.
Yes.
If you know this girl is the kind of girl who doesn't do any of this illegal stuff, she just thinks you do business. That's it. Maybe you do stock exchange, forex, all that stuff. That's all she thinks you do.
Midnight accounting.
And you know, if she knew that I do fraud, she's not here at all. If you know that this isn't even like something that she can come around to, something that she's open to. If you know openly this girl has said, I don't want fraud in my life at all, you knowingly going to this girl and kind of keeping up that misconception, that's fraud too.
No,
That's
but hold on.
Because there are girls who don't mind.
No,
There are girls who don't mind.
What I mentioned in the beginning was actually that I feel like that's a very selfish thing to do. Instead of now putting it on her being like, oh, I worry about opening up about things that I might have. If you know it's something she does not want, leave the girl alone.
But I don't think things to assumption. You've not even said anything. You're already assuming. I mean,
let's not fly. This is where this is a good example of where we're blurring the lines of relationship and dating because we want to date people with relationship benefits.
yeah.
When a girl comes to date you and you're a fraudster, the whole point of dating is that she finds out in the dating what you are.
What you are about.
What happens is that because she wants the benefits of a relationship where my boyfriend gives me presents, my boyfriend treats
when
me
we
a
are
certain
dating,
way.
I know boyfriend and
No,
girlfriend.
this is what I'm saying. Because the society is blurring the lines. Now you're treating her like a girl, like your girl, right? And then because you yourself, we're still in the getting to know each other stage. There's still certain secrets I can't tell you, but she, in her mind, is enjoying the relationship benefits of what you're providing. But because you're both in two different stages, that's why we're now in this position where
it's clear to just say what we are.
No. But
Like,
see, my point is
We are dating. Exactly. Let's know as it goes, as the stage is changing.
My point is, everyone is to blame here. It's not about the girl.
It's not the girl versus the guy.
It's not about you knowing that this girl is not about scamming life, and it's not about the girl being scammed into this scammer life. It's about her deceiving herself that she's getting to know this person in the guise of enjoying relationship benefits. Rather than actually asking the question of getting to know you. Because she also has a duty on herself to know where is this money coming from.
Simple.
But the guy can lie.
No, he can lie, but see,
Nobody said you cannot lie.
Exactly.
But it's on you now. When you lie, she will have it in a record that I asked.
Yeah.
And this was your reply.
she's done the procedures of dating. When she's not getting the
That's what we miss in life. Like, dating is where you can ask all the questions.
But you can't meet too many people. As you're dating multiple people and say, oh, what
What
do
do
you
you
do?
mean multiple? I don't mean you should date like 500 people.
But realistically, just use the spirit of discernment.
No, see.
Some people don't have.
Degree to a degree, you have to admit.
It's
you forget discernment.
it's not about
Gauge.
it's not.
Gauge if this person
There's something someone said to me one day. He said, if you didn't go to jail for scamming, right, would it be considered illegal?
Now, person with a card be thief. I'm sorry.
Wait, if
If it wasn't illegal, if it wasn't the law, if it
It
wasn't
wasn't the law that said this is against the law.
Yeah.
To scam is to scam. It's just unfortunate. The same way.
They won't go government.
Think about it now.
I should go
So
carry
lie
you.
is not against the law, but it's morally wrong.
yeah.
wait, let's escalate it if you want to, because the thing is like scamming.
Escalate to where now? you call your manager. Can I get your manager? I will escalate the call.
No, because the thing is
Yeah, one manager.
when we use the trivial examples, like there's a lot of brackets to
I
illegality.
think you open this door. This place hot smoke.
There's a lot of layers to illegality. When we're talking about something that's illegal, right? If you're asking the question of if scamming was not illegal, would it be a problem? The fact that it's illegal means there's a problem. So if you want to use that example and say, okay, cool, just based on the act itself, because it's not directly affecting someone physically, if we escalate it to murder, if murder was not illegal, is it like to you now? Because the reason I'm escalating is for you to understand. If murder wasn't illegal, would you still be with someone that murders?
If theft wasn't illegal.
No, that's still too small because
Okay, let's say she opens.
Assault was not
Let's say
illegal.
she's an assassin, like, and she's scared of opening up to you. Let's say she opens up to you. Are you okay with it?
That's just what.
She's an assassin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to open up to me. I don't need to open up to me.
So now, how are you not going to get into?
It's called possible deniability. Possible denial.
How are you not going to become? How are you not going to become?
We communicate on the things that we need to communicate.
But
the things that make us one.
It all makes you one.
No, there you be the jail does not make us one. It makes us other criminals.
But here's my thing. Sorry, here's my like 2 cents, right? As you rightly said, you are dating with relationship benefits. Now, you know when people say, like, I think that's the thing that is becoming a trend. Like dating relationship. Oh, you are dating this girl, and then you want her to come and wash clothes, cook rice, wash pans, rub your head.
Yeah.
Uncle, you are dating. You are getting to know someone.
Right.
Auntie, you are dating.
You're getting to
I'm
know
a
someone.
guy. Let's go out and watch film. You want me to buy you wig, buy you pants, buy you shoe. The clothes you have in your ward, what happened to it? Did it burn?
Well, before you ask the question, I think the one thing that we and men and women have to continuously do, because that's something we don't do as men, is if you're going to go into a relationship, say, yo, I want to be in a relationship with you.
Then you move from dating to relationship.
Intentionally.
No. I get what you're saying. As in, like, you need to show what you want, not just.
There needs to be a clear communication.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
exactly.
Nobody has to be in
Because
limbo about
I remember
it.
back in the day how you just be dating this girl, you now go out with the girl, and then you say, who is this girl? That's my girlfriend. How? When? Where do we
Because
go?
so you're not the boyfriend. She's dating. You're just going out on date.
Yeah.
And you two, or sometimes say, "Oh, that's my boyfriend." Like, hold up, we are just. You be like, me and you just. That's between us. Nothing.
Yeah.
I always say, boy, you two be looking like, where is the boyfriend? Do let me.
And that's something we need to just be clear.
So I think people underestimate communication.
Yeah.
Communication is not, hi, how's your day? Have you eaten? There are like more communications. There are more communication techniques to be harnessed in friendship, in any sort of relationship you're in, right? Even parents to children relationship, sibling to sibling relationship, guy to girl, girl to guy, guy to guy, girl to girl. In every relationship, I think that's when people have now they say, "Oh, your acquaintance." I think back then it was there's acquaintance, there's friend, there's close friend, there's best friend, then there's bestest friend. I'm like, kill all those tiers, like all those levels of relationship or friendships. You know people that know you, like you know who got you got who knows you, kind of thing. So for a guy to girl relation, or let me say, if we're going to go into the romantic relationship in whatever line of the spectrum you stand on, my own is when you are dating, you are friends, and dare I say, you are okay to date multiple people till you find your rhythm.
You find your one.
Till you find your rhythm. I mean, when you now find out one person and you've decided to move in a relationship, please shut the other people. Give the other people the clear this and that. Hello, we are friend you, but I already have pausing. Don't have pausing, and you are going on date again. You are. Well, God will catch you.
Can those persons or persons become colleagues?
Hey, you can have your colleague way. Nobody is stopping from having colleague way. Fine and good. But my point is, if you are dating someone,
you see, are you not watching? Like colleague in what sense?
That's I say, couldn't leave him to be blocked.
No.
Business meetings.
Colleague for purposes of business.
For business meetings.
But my point is, either way it works.
Yeah.
This is a human being. You're not talking to an animal.
Yeah.
Like the lady or the guy involved, you're human beings.
Yeah.
So when you are doing this thing and like, dude, see if I'm of a lady's work for you, go catch you. I feel no in Hollywood do that thing. But I think if you're human enough Let's just be human first of all. Let's be human.
Yeah, that's true.
Because this poor girl, I mean, from the girl's perspective, this girl has sworn heaven and earth that, oh,
Now,
me and this person were in a relationship, this is my guy, right? And spinning to the guy's perspective, this guy too has told these people that, no, this is my girl. But I mean, just today I was seeing the story of a guy seeing his girl with another man. Now so he carries some break windscreen of Range Rover.
yeah.
He broke the person's Range Rover windscreen because his girl was with another guy. Now my question will be, are you in a relationship or are you dating? If you were dating, I don't think there was the need to break the windscreen.
Are we in a relationship or
No. Hey, almost sometimes you're in the ship alone, no. No captain.
That's another conversation. That's a different conversation.
For the guy who put your who's man. Ladies know him. Like, but it's not a bad thing. It's not wrong to date. Yeah. I mean, like, dating with or without is your business. If you want to boo inside, if you don't want to,
is your consistent whistling for me?
I mean,
the rhythm is consistent.
If you want
the pitch,
if they really want to call it a blah blah, it's up to you. However, you decide to design your dating life. If your dating life involves is you. If it's devoid of that, it's good. My point is, when you're dating, minus the label dating, you are practically friends. You're getting to. And one thing I always say is, when you are befriending or when you are friends with someone, you learn to know their madness. You know what makes them tick. Yeah. As a guy, there are some of your female friends that would, let's say, I come to you now, I'm like, this baby and this thing. I'll be like, that girl a good girl. You know her because she's your friend. You can recommend that, she's a good girl. You can even tell me what makes her tick. Like, okay, she's okay with you because you have friends. Right. Now, maybe she might not be your relationship spec.
Your pally.
Your relationship has said that you are friend zoned each other. That's okay. But if she's someone I feel is intriguing and I want to take you to the next step with, and you are her friend, that's why I come to you. Because as a friend, I expect you to know some things about your friend that I as the new person in the territory wouldn't know. Yeah. So you are giving me the expo into this exam I'm going into. Now, my approaching her first, because I have first-hand information, is still dating. I also need to get to know her for myself because the side she will show you might not be the side she would show me.
What?
So my question is going to take it back a little bit.
Sure, no worries.
No problem. You mentioned being in a relationship, dating and giving relationship. Does that make sense? Why is it that there are certain traits that people attribute to just a girlfriend or just a boyfriend? What if it is in my nature that if I care about you, I'm finna do laundry if it's there?
What did you say? You said discernment, right? Before. The thing with discernment is about, as you said, in getting to know this person.
I would then know if it's
this person. But because a lot of people are not getting to know, they come with their own ideology.
Like for me, Shannon, we are friends.
What I'm saying is like this now. Assuming me, if I date a guy, like dating, not even relationship, just dating. If you have dirty laundry and I'm not doing anything, it's not just cooking your wash.
You come to wait. You come to my house, you eat. No,
but my thing is now that why is it that a lot of guys will look at behavior like that and be like, this one's already doing wifey. I'm not doing wifey.
It's society.
That's what I'm saying. It's you're not. When I said you have to be open when you're getting to know someone. When you're closed, you have your own ideology.
No, get what she's saying. Like what she's practically saying is that we are. Let's say two folks are dating, and the girl innocently is like, you have dirty clothes. Put it in the laundry or washes it. I mean, we are even saying put it in. It's because we are here. If you're in Nigeria, you won't wash the clothes. You can see that we're busy and be doing like this for someone you're dating. It's because we are here. Again,
do something like cooking. Everybody cook. You cook everywhere. If I say that you don't have any food in your house, as for like you're busy with work, you're busy with school, you have different things to do.
That should be an intentional friend.
But I would just cook for you. If we're just dating and I just care, this one doesn't have food to eat. Let me at least make food. So when it comes to,
They'll not feel you are doing too much.
Yeah.
You are doing the most.
But that comes where from the communication part.
From the communication aspect.
Communication, I'm saying we're dating.
Wait,
No. Communication based on like, oh, I like to cook. If I'm around and I see that there's no food, I might cook. So I already know that that's something you can't do.
So it's not now something that I need to now say that.
Wait,
No, it's not you say that. You say, hey.
You know there are non-verbal communications, right? I don't need
Exactly.
to say, I'm cooking, we are just friends. No, I know that. All I know is that Shannon is my friend. That anytime she come, again, different people. Like I think there are some. I think you need to gauge sometimes that there are some people you have to be more verbal than non-verbal with, and then there are some people you can't be non-verbal with.
If I come every day and I see you always watching the food channel, I'm like, and then you try to cook.
Like I mean, I think it's a baseline. Like when some people come to my place, whether they are coming to my house on an expectation or not, there is food.
There's expectation, man.
There's always food in my fridge. Or even there's no food, I can whip up something. There's always like 1, 2, 3 things to whip, right? So if you come to my house with that expectation and feel or if I come to your house and I cook for you as a lady and you feel I look at you like are you high? Because recently I got deep into that learning of like different love languages and shit, and I got to find out my own love language is act of service. I don't need you to date me for us to be romantically, even for us to. I will do it for you. I don't need anything from you.
That's what I'm answering your question.
I don't need any benefits from you. Like, I don't
need Dozie answering the question or telling himself.
No. It's act of service.
I'm answering your question directly. You said it's the discernment. I'm not saying the discernment from the girl. I'm saying the problem lies when the guy in this context has a closed ideology of what should be what. So now when he comes into a relationship, he's not getting to know you. He's getting to know his idea of what a woman is.
Yeah, what a woman. Yeah.
So now, for example, just being a guy, I'm chilling with Dozie. If now I have an ideology of cooking is a woman thing, and if a guy pretends to be a woman, he's gay. If I now go into Dozie's house, he's not cooked rice for me. If I have a closed ideology, I would think he's trying to move to me. In my head, just look at this guy and look at what he does in his life. He cooks. That's
my house. There's food.
So the discernment is not on the girls, on anyone that is doing the action. Is the discernment of what you're saying is based on the other person that is receiving you. As in, like, the discernment comes from me understanding Dozie is a certain way compared to Dre or compared to you. If now I was to be with a girl that I can see she likes cooking, I can take the food. If in a different scenario where it's a girl that I know you don't really cook, and one day you bring me rice, my antennas are up. Now I need to I'll ask myself, what does she now want from me? Then I will now have to ask her, what's going on? Is our feelings changing? Because do you get what I'm saying? Because now you've done something that's out of your nature. That means you're trying to tell me something. As you said, there's non-verbal communication. There's verbal communication. Me having the spirit of discernment.
You guys see me. I'm controlling myself.
Like, is that spirit of discernment that will allow me to now think to myself, okay, cool. Based on who this girl is, she's trying to communicate something compared to just being herself.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I'm not like shouting, advertising myself.
What's going on?
Aren't you off the streets?
You said off the streets, child.
That's why I didn't use English. I'm telling you, I need to.
Let's continue asking.
Okay, after podcast, we meet outside.
So like I said, I'm feeling free. I would too much. I'll cook.
Sure.
It's not just not training.
I'm sure you're not Gen Z now.
The queen of Gen Z. What?
You're Gen Z?
Queen waiting.
See,
please,
what you need to know about this household and these people you're seeing right now, the humility. I'm telling you, this guy.
No, Gen Z don't get humility.
That's what I'm saying. As in, like, we are a special breed of people.
So yeah, you're like AI Gen Z.
I don't have humility. Let me just put that out. Like, very sincerely, humility has no place in my life. Because why? Do you know who my father is?
Yeah?
I'm screaming.
Wala.
Amen. Hallelujah.
So I think that thing also, like the whole You know what? I'm going to drag in this stuff because I think it's something that really needs to be kind of.
dragging?
No, we are in the line, like the dating, the this and that, like all those
intentional.
Be a provider. You've not heard the comment like a guy.
No,
like,
she said be a provider. That was
Be
his
a provider, and
why must he please?
for years, not providing.
I jokingly say this. He's not Jehovah Jireh. He can't be provider. Jay. You're looking for provider. Neil, I'll talk to him. You provide. So in dating, right? You get to. I think it was was this? There's this. I was listening. Sometimes I listen to once in a while when the Spirit carries my hand on YouTube. I listen to like Pastor Kingsley and Pastor Mildred. Some of their talks. You know, there are some things like as I said before. People go into things with expectations. All this. If we go to eat, guy pay. If we go to drink water, girl pay. If we go to bar, guy drink juice, girl drink beer. I'm like, dear, all these things you always put in, all these limitations, the world is hard enough. No, the world is hard enough.
Yeah. That
you now come out. How do you know that that person you're talking to now is not the one? Or like, just when you are innocently friends with people, yeah, all those expectations, and like you already said, someone is doing scam. You will not be using the eye of scammer to look at me. Me that I know I grind 9 to 5. Yeah. And I know how much I make and how much I earn.
Yeah.
And then this guy has a responsibility. He might be the first son, might be the only child. His parents might not be well to do, might be the only hope of his family. So you now expect someone like that has made a headway in life. That is ought to, I mean, black, of course, with black tax. I mean, I'm not saying you must, but hey, the least you can do is remember home. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And even family member, when they send you money, please appreciate it. It's not easy. But it's really not easy.
Please do. It's
not easy.
Please do.
But then this guy, he's grinding, he's making this. And then in his scale of preferences, his family comes first. And he makes this money, he's sending money back home. Then they are just dating. There's no ring on your head. They've not even talked to your family members. They've not brought crate of star and palm wine for your people to. You are now entitled to his money.
You know, it's see, when it comes to all these relationships, I'd like to shout more because they are a very traditional person in the sense of the old school way of man got me. I'm there to enjoy. I did it. All this feminism.
But you have your own money.
Wait. What is feminism I can provide for myself? I know it. But the truth of the matter is, I also have a head on my shoulders. I have sense. It means that where I am right now in life and what you're doing in life, if you're a student or you work part-time or your job is the minimum of the minimums, if we see ourselves today and I'm saying let's go out, knowing what's inside my own bank account, I will now not go and say it's throwing back to we're going full circle here. So you said you bought food, somebody will not pay for the food. I will not, knowing what's in my account, now expect somebody else's son now provide what I believe I'm entitled to. Don't get me wrong, I come from a place where anything you want, you get it. This is one of my sponsors, right?
I love it.
I say for every day.
That's crazy.
When I'm in need, this is one of the first people I'm going to call. No matter the account balance, no matter the price. This is the number 2 on the list. Let's be honest. But now, there's nobody else aside from my father, my dad, and my brother who I'm going to carry entitlement to say, do this. Because who am I? I'm this small boy. It gives boys a really, I'm saying boys, not even men, it gives boys a very weird complex to look at girls who come from wealthy backgrounds or girls who like things, like big things. They'll be looking at them and thinking, I'm not enough because I can't provide.
Oh, she's out of my league.
Careers are providing. What your father who's been working for how many years to provide for you can give you. But me, I'm at the same stage in life. I've not even finished graduating university. Me too, I'm still financially dependent on somebody else. It's now me you expect to give. For a girl, you have to have sense to know that somebody who is 20 something is not going to be able to give you what your 50 something year old dad can give you.
Bam. Please, can they have more girls like you in the world? Because it's
you know what?
It's quite.
I just want. I want to bring it. I want to.
Question.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to bring it back to, like, because I know our audience is for younger guys. This is all hypothetical. In this real world, do not date who you know you can't afford. And I'm not saying that based on like. I'm not saying that based on like.
As my friend used to say, don't date your target. I mean, date your target audience.
Yeah. Yes. That's it. Like what I'm trying to say is that. What I'm trying to say is that. There are a lot of guys that are putting pressure on themselves based on the scammers, based on the people that are further along life, right? Focus on making yourself the kind of person you want, the girl you want.
First of all, how many years do you even have under your belt to want to like
this one saying? This is what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, it's also like in that same vein. There's also, if you're trying to date a girl, also date, as you said, date your target audience. Date who you know wants you back. So again, back to discernment. When you're meeting a girl and you can see from her manners and everything that she's someone that likes money, leave her alone.
Date outside your tax bracket.
It's not even that. No, okay, wait.
Leave her alone. Because
can we try?
Hold on, I just want to give it to myself.
Okay.
The reason why you don't see me dating too many girls is because the kind of girl that I want is a certain way, and the kind of guy that she needs is a certain way. I'm not that guy yet.
Yes, you hear that?
You get what I'm saying? So I'm not saying like
Why are you driving him on time?
I'm not saying that I am condoning society. I'm just saying that I have to accept what society is, right? And also, once I do get to that point that I am able to also, I'll have a lot of like options to filter through, so I can now try and find who has sense and also who can enjoy this life. Because there's a difference between a girl that just wants your money and a girl that wants you and everything you have.
Good.
Because it's the same guys who will step outside of what their wallet can afford, thinking this is my spec. You see this girl likes nice, big, expensive things, and you're saying this is what I like. You're now going into any sort of stupid debt, trying to maintain this babe that in your eye you saw was high maintenance. You will now open your dirty, smelly mouth and say, this one is high maintenance, this one is a gold.
Dre actually had a question.
Yeah, it was a good
Your question.
Oh no, don't worry.
Was it for me?
It was. Don't worry about it.
No. See,
No, for real.
No, don't worry about it.
Sweeter the juice.
Trust me. Don't worry. No, trust me.
So, I'm going to come from a different.
No, go ahead. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Yeah,
I have seen. Again, if we keep putting this whole thing on the wall, it's necessary. It's necessary. If we keep putting everything on the wallets, the money, the bag, the this, the that, nobody won't date anybody. I'm just please. Let me come from somewhere. I'm coming from somewhere. Follow me on this trip. Now we've seen and we know that we've seen dynamics happen in and out of the norm, where it's the rich guy. Yeah. Again, we don't know their sources of income. We don't know.
Miscellaneous files.
So the rich guy gets the it girl. You know, sometimes it's the it girl that's putting herself for the it guys. You know, and they've been out of the norms or whatever, where the it girl goes for the basic guy.
Settles.
Personality differences. I said this in high school one time. There is one thing a girl is looking. There's one thing. The other, not even a girl. There is something everyone is looking for. The guy might just want a girl who gives him peace.
Yeah.
There are girls that might just want the funny guy who is laid back.
That's me.
We don't know about the wait. No. We've taken it. Let's take away the wall. Let's take away, like there was something Monique had said that everybody's chasing bag. Nobody's even looking at morals anymore. We're all looking at the bag, or what he's wearing. If he's not wearing Fendi, all around. I'm not dating her. If her lace frontal is not HD, if she's wearing the lace frontal that has nets, she's not my girl. Yo, people are in different stages in life. How in God's name are you in university 1?
Yes.
and we are going to watch a movie, and this is something that happened when University won. Going to watch a fucking movie, and I tell you let's go, and you're telling me to book you a cab. When University won.
See, wait, hold on.
Your boss passed there. What happened to your boss? You don't finish.
See, for me, I did not. No, I'm saying like based on my my statement. What I said is be the man who you want the girl you want to be. For me, that has nothing to do with money because I know the kind of person that I want to. No,
that is your perspective.
Yeah, this I'm adding to your point because I know the kind of person I am. That's why I said you have to get to know yourself before you get to know other people.
And that's why you need a pool of friends.
Exactly.
Inside the pool of friends, you will know the baddies. You will know the one that is not baddie. So for me, know the children of God, and
so for me, it's a thing of because my nature is that if there's a problem, it needs to be solved, and a lot of the problems that we have are monetary in this life. So for me, my nature is solving problems. So like, if you tell me I have a problem, I know that I need to be the kind of like if I want to be with you or the kind of person that I want to know that I can solve your problems. True. Obviously, there's a lot more problems that can be solved. Like emotions. I know I have that now. Like the emotions.
I'm also there with you, like because I grew up in a very typical Igbo background that I'm like I have seen what money can and cannot do. Like not having. Yeah. I'm sorry. Whatever you do as a guy or a girl, please have money. Yeah. And when I mean have money, have your own money. Because money would. If they insult you with money, it's not nice.
It's not great. Bro.
It's not nice. It's really not nice. And I'm not saying like, excuse me. If people like have your own money, and having your own money, it also comes with territory. Please have clean money. Amen. Clean money. I get there is so many ways to make money now. I mean, I've heard of the one they are going to do in Dubai, the one they are going to do here, the one that they are doing this. But in all I'm saying, have your money. Don't ever be dependent on someone else. Even people that are from rich homes, please don't one day is coming. Some X will happen, Y will happen, and daddy's money, mommy's money,
and Z will follow, man.
God forbid, I cannot happen. But I'm saying, you wake up to realities. I mean, I have my own reality story too. That I came into Canada with like, 4 years. We are done with school. Let's go. I never even finished first semester. And life lifed. So imagine I was in that space where the money they gave me or the money I came in with. How much did I even come? I only came to with $6,000. That $6,000 was supposed to pay my... Oh, God bless my father. $6,000, you pay tuition inside. $6,000, accommodation is inside. $6,000, all your Metchatram expenses is inside. How was I meant to survive with $6,000? As an international student, $6,000. So coming from the background I'm coming from, I mean, that was one of the biggest motivations on why I grind so hard not to not be able to afford things. Yeah. Like, and I'm sorry, I cannot be with someone who is not money. Money conscious doesn't mean you are stingy or whatever, but make enough money, treat yourself right when you got... Jesus, I mean, my dear, treat myself. If I want to travel, I will travel. If I want to buy this, I will buy this. If I want to do this, I will do it.
We know.
Yeah, no normal. Treat yourself right. Have your money. So that boy will not now leave you. You're going to be washing plates in restaurants. People... Please, for the religious ones, come closer. The Bible did not say money is the root of evil. It's the love for money that's the root of evil. In the same Bible, it says money answers all things. Bro, if God did not want you to have money, you will not have. Because in Deuteronomy, the same God that said he has given you the ability to create wealth. Money is not a bad thing.
Exactly.
Please have money. Please make money. Exactly. Please hustle. Save, invest, hustle, make money. But comparing yourself to someone who has more years of experience on their resume under their belt, it cannot work. There was something I was listening to what's this lady's name? Pastor Ifeanyi Adefarasin. And she said, what business as a university student do you have carrying a Birkin bag because you are seeing a 60-year-old woman carrying a Birkin bag? Do you know if it's her children that bought it for her or her husband bought it for her?
Bro, please.
You don't want to pressure somebody's child to buy you a Birkin bag as a birthday gift. Who's your father?
Doctor's dad.
I'm like, let's start telling ourselves the truth. We're always saying this thing, Go where I remember there were days when if it's not tall, dark, handsome, chiseled, six, I'm not marrying. And I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing some, when you go on Insta, Bella Niger, most of the husband there, they have amusement park. So I'm like, whatever happened to the tall, dark, handsome, this and that. There was another Instagram content creator. What's this lady? Like, I watch so many things online.
Amusement park.
Yeah, I have amusement park. I'm proud. Planet Fitness, I'll come back, please. But there was a thing where, like, there was this lady, Nina. I think she's a new Nina. She was saying something that at some age in life, it's not cool to be craving. I mean, that was what she said, like craving the bad guys. That if you are calling Russell Williams corny, and people who have like sustainable families, their women have peace of mind, and they're still making money and unproblematic. If that's corny, she said, me, I with all the con, that she wants the con. Because everybody, we all cannot be the bad guys. I don't have strength to. I can't be the bad guy. Like I don't have mind to carry.
Don't say that.
There are people that want bad guys. I mean, Nikki wants a bad guy. Nikki wants a bad guy. She got one. There are ladies who want bad guys, and that's fine. Nobody says you not date a bad guy. But my own is when
even if they see a good guy, they want the guy who was a good guy with his rough around the edges. And the arm has to roll rough around the
edges. See, there are ladies who still want the bad guys. There are ladies who want the good guys. And you're not corny for wanting the good. As a guy, you're not corny for wanting a church babe.
Yeah.
Although some of us want, church girl with Ashewo vibes. But
I love that.
You will see church girl with Ashewo vibes one more. But that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, excuse me, what I'm saying is, you would find your person. But please stay in your reality.
Yeah.
Stay in your reality.
That metaphor of
like in your reality. I grew up in Mushin. Like before my family moved, I know the house behind our house was if face me, I slap you. I was fortunate to have my bath in the bathroom. Some people my age were bathing on the streets.
Yeah.
This is my reality. Again, there are people more fortunate in high school. Thank God for the high school I went to. Shout out to BMGS. There are people in my high school that, every summer they will show you, when we come back from school in September, they will show you evidence that they went to summer.
Yeah.
Is that they bring sometimes Super 2, they will tell you, oh, this one is the Nigerian mid. This one is the London one. McVitie's, I knew the difference. See, it was in high school I got to know difference that there's McVitie's Nigeria. Then there's McVitie's
Nigeria slaps you.
I wouldn't lie.
Then there's Peak Milk Holland. Then there's Peak Milk Nigeria. There's Capri Sun. I was grateful with my Capri Sun. California, excuse me, that was the drink I had. I didn't drink Capri Sun. Because
one is not bad though.
I was
doing blackcurrant.
This is time.
Not with it was just called blackcurrant.
I did tasty time, the one we mix. You have to measure it.
Yeah,
and then mix.
Yeah.
My mate carried Nutrici, I carried Eve. I carried Tango. See, stay in your reality. Yeah. But still, you can still strive for the better. You can push for better. There was a point where it came to that. I told my mom, I don't want national conflicts again. I don't like it. And my mom was like, hey, there's nothing you can do. I said, okay, fine. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll reduce, if it's milk I have to reduce, I'll reduce milk, channel the money from my milk to buy Good Morning cornflakes or something else, or buy Kellogg's. Oh, if I didn't wait, what are you saying? Your no. See, wait. Yeah. In your reality,
when you are flying, there's no reality anymore. Whatever gravity and arriving at the destination.
So you're able to afford.
You're right.
So you're able to afford Air Canada. So you're able to afford. Stay in your reality. The first designer shoe I won, see the person that gave me designer shoe that I mistakenly wore, is him.
How did you mistakenly wear this shoe?
Wait now. There's somebody that I wore their, what's that brand? Aldo. I only borrowed it for one Sunday. One Sunday. You know to tell the whole world.
But that's the person's reality now. He's Aldo. He's Aldo is Baba Clever.
He borrowed me the Aldo. They want to tell everybody that the shoe I'm wearing that day is the shoe. Help my market.
You know but you see, you left your reality to go.
My shoes fall down. It wasn't living my reality.
You live your reality. As you don't get a shoe, you just stay at home. You stay at home. You stay at home. God understands. God understands your reality.
My reality again. Where I was living at the time, I couldn't afford things at home.
You couldn't afford staying at home. Your passport was understand you don't get it. Wait, you don't pastor. See what I'm doing?
I know the pastor. That reality I had to go to. My reality was also to church. But what I'm saying is, live like in your means. Live. Yes, sometimes it a pain. Like when you see some people like having X, Y, Z, you want it. But remember, some of these people, their parents gave it to them. You don't have the luxury of those kind of parents. That's okay. They say remember the son of who you are, remember the son of who you are. It's hard, it a pain, no lie. But sometimes remember the son of who you are, true, and stay in your lane, JJ.
No, man. Let's shout. Give us whatever you've been up to lately. Just tell us who you are. Okay. Everyone know. You too. Don't come and be hiding. Are you not baking anymore?
Once in a while. That's what I think I won't.
Have you forgotten our order?
Oh, I made puff today, safe.
Yeah, now shout out your business now.
Pop up the house.
He be like,
I beg you.
Oh yeah.
You know, man. First of all, I just want to give Doctor his flowers. He's
the whole garden.
He's just being a content creator in a space like this and just doing your own thing and just staying above that. You've done a live show, which I know is not an easy thing to do firsthand, and you keep pushing, even though there's not money coming into your account. But
who said?
I don't know. I'm just saying, in a general podcasting space, money doesn't come, but maybe. Dog size in a different reality. It's very different.
Dog size reality.
I just want to appreciate you and your entire gang for pushing, keep doing, because again, we need spaces like this to converse. Like I've been, like I said in the beginning, I'm very reserved. I've been sitting and learning, not because I can't say anything, but when my guy who operates in a different, he has escalated. All I can do is sit down and listen because there's a lot to learn, and I'm hoping that people can take something away from this conversation. And there's a lot of quotables, there's a lot of Bible verses in here that can help everybody, including myself. So I just want to give you flowers and say, man, thank you, keep it pushing, and man, thank you for having me. What am I up to? I've led this thing where they said. Hold on now.
She doesn't know you. She wasn't getting a chance now. You find out. He's about to give him a chance now.
I said at the beginning, but you're not here. That's why. I learned this thing recently where they said, don't downplay your worth anymore. Like speak about it, because two things. Manifestation, but it's also like exactly. So
see how we just stole
my thunder.
Sorry.
Nah, man, but like again, for those who don't know, my name is Mista Dre. I'm a stand-up comic, entertainer, podcaster, content creator, and I'm trying to just be in this space and grow with it. I'm also in the radio business. Currently working in radio. What am I up to right now? I'm currently touring with Basket Mouth for his Basketball Unprovoked comedy show, and that's why I'm in Winnipeg. The show was this past weekend. It was fun, A lot of things happened, but we'll stick to. It was fun. It was good, and we were outside. I think that's about it, man. I have my own podcast. It's called Backyard Bands. We're based out of Toronto. Doxer has been on an episode, which great episode, by the way. And
love symbol, sex symbol.
At least you see where I get it from.
Yeah, man, thank you again for having me, guys. Thank you guys for having me, man. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for coming, bro.
Yeah, welcome.
Our guy, resident.
Hey, please. It's really been nice. I mean, it's lovely how like the whole conversation today went totally unscripted. I mean,
you see,
I'm sorry. There's just we went in different directions, and 101%, these conversations were not scripted in whatever way. We were just talking. I didn't even know when you press record. I honestly did not know. I just saw you were checking the cameras again and again. But these are kind of honest conversations I have with friends, like in small gatherings. And let me say, this is not honest conversation with mics attached. Like, if you get me in my quiet spaces, these are the kind of conversations I have with people, like vulnerable conversations that I believe should be had. Because social media now has, like my pastor said on Sunday, is someone shows you an edited version of their life and you judge people by edits. So I only show you like a good side of me. I mean, case in point, like my birthday shoot, I was really sick on that day. Like my head was banging, my sinuses were clogged,
by his stripes,
and I was crying. Like I was crying during that shoot. I was just like, let's just save content. Let's give content. So you judge me by it. You would never know what people go through. So these are just unscripted realities with my friends. It's a beautiful space. I was not under any duress to say what I said. It was just us speaking. So once again, my name is Dozie. Live here in this Doxa city called Winnie, because this is not my city.
Oh, sorry, you're international now. I forgot. The world is your oyster. What's new?
Locally known, internationally global.
I beg. I work in the healthcare system here in Manitoba, in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Essential worker.
I'm a very essential, frontline worker, to be specific. Sorry. What else again? Anything new with me right
he's
now?
A fantastic chef. We'll see how he's trying to dodge it.
Obiora's job.
I shall cook.
Obiora.
So I cook, I bake. I
fantastic cake at OG's wedding, by the way.
Hey, he's good. Dude. I recently started my own styling outfit of business.
Recently?
Call it. Yeah. I mean, OG's wedding was like my first job. Really.
Oh, that's dope.
That was my first job ever to do. So it's 1 year already, 1 year business. I'm into a lot of recently. Okay, I'm really into a lot of things. I'm just sitting down. Yeah, so I do have I have 3 baby businesses still in the pipelines. Lord, please. I have it's a reality, my brother. I have my business Mile 12. It's a it's a delivery service, Nigerian food and grocery delivery service. I'm trying to kick that off as soon as possible. That's Mile 12. My other business
based on Mile 12 Road, eh?
Yeah, Mile 12 Road and Mile 12 Market. Yeah. So that's just the idea behind that. Nice. Then the other ones I have would be Elan. You can just check it out on Instagram. There's Elan Settlement. That's another business I'm involved in. So what we do at Elan Settlement is people who are moving to Canada, we try to make their landing or their settlements easier. So airport pickups, getting an apartment, is it car.
Just Winnipeg or Canada wide?
For now, Winnipeg we'll branch out as the business grows. Yeah, it's something I'm not spearheading that, but it's my business because at least my money is there, so it's my business. So I have Elan Settlement, Mile 12, and also Elan. Hold on, I'm trying to mark how many businesses I have going. Then there's Elan Homes. So Elan Homes and Interiors it's still in the pipeline. It doesn't have, like, it's still being sketched. But my plan with Elan Homes and Interior is, you know, house flippings and short-let apartments and all that. So it's still something I'm considering. But Mile 12 definitely should kick off by next month. That's what's new. Mile 12 kicks off next month. Elan settlement has been ongoing. We've helped settle about 3 families.
Nice, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. We helped settle 3 families. Then Elan Homes, I'm hoping by the end of the year should be another reality that would, I mean, multiple streams of income is what we are praying
Amen.
for. So,
Amen.
please, if you want to invest, I'm looking for angel investors, or even want to be frontline investors, they will put in. But I need investors. Then my styling outfit, but that's basically an ode to my dad, because growing up, he was the one person that would stop me from wearing jeans and t-shirts to someone's wedding. And force me into a 3-piece suit for whatever goddamn reason.
Criminal.
So my love for clothes, my love for dressing up, and my love for just wearing what makes me comfortable, regardless of who is looking, was just born from the confidence. Because, I mean, it was a good thing, you know. It's always, hey, I named my son. Yeah, I'm like, dude, please. I was dying in the 3-piece suit, but there was this pride in him whenever I was in a suit rather than jeans and t-shirt. So I don't just do suits. I style both males, females, anything. As long as a human being, I would style you for whatever. Yeah, so we do that. And I'm trying to also bring like genuine and authentic Nigerian. I know so many people will say Africa. I'm not generalizing the African term. If I'm specific to Nigerian fashion, because people use the term, like, people open restaurants and be like, oh, African cuisine, and on your menu you just have Nigerian food. I'm like, just say Nigerian. Don't, if you're not serving me South African food, you ain't African. Don't do that. So I'm specifically into Nigerian designers and Nigerian clothing, as well as the formal wears, English wears. So we do consultations for weddings, birthday shoots. I bet no bring burial. I don't want to do burial clothes. But wedding, pre-wedding shoots.
I've gotten asked to MC a burial.
You were asked?
Yeah. Twice now, actually.
Hey? You call it?
No. I was waiting the dead man will laugh at. He was joke while you're crying.
There are people there.
I'm joking. Wait, I want to talk.
Sorry.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. So he's dead.
Guys, don't forget to subscribe. As you can see, these are my elders. I'm just learning work.
So yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe. We will see.
Rocha, what do you do?
They know what I do now. I'm just.
No, what about people that are listening for the first time?
Give a shout out to your first time listeners. No.
Yes, no.
No.
What do you mean? They're always here. We love you. But
I'm sorry for the
for all my converts, as I learned from my converts now, as I learned from Jay, I'm a serial scammer. If you need help with any financial services, I'm your guy.
I beg you.
But yeah, don't forget, guys. BlackerTheBerry, sweet in the juice, man. We'll see you next week.
Beautiful.
See you next week.
Bye.